What is up, everybody? I'm Courtney,
Oh,
and we are Hill City Paranormal.
on the other side.
Right? We got a few viewers in here already.
I feel like I'm all
Yeah, because I don't bite people on a
because you hog
regular.
up all the space.
I am all the way over. Do you want me to knock your pictures off? Paul Fowler, North
Paul Fowler
Carolina.
in the house. How you doing, sir?
So guys,
Coastal Plains.
I've got my popcorn ready for tonight's show. Hey, Robert Ebert.
What's up, Robert? We live, baby.
I don't know if I like this font.
Live, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, Daryl.
Daryl Paulette.
I don't know if I like this font. Can you guys read this font?
Clover Hill Village.
I got a new font and I don't like it.
Appomattox Jail.
What was Shauna saying?
Appomattox.
Leah with the big pink hand.
Yeah. Good to see you, Leah. That's a weird font.
Yeah, I downloaded it. I don't know if I like it.
It's horrible. Change that shit now. That's a little better.
It's a little better.
Ugh.
Good evening, Mrs. Paulette.
Well, nice of you to join.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Emily.
Go ahead. Get it out of your system. He literally tuned his guitar prior to this show, Emily. Shout out Lost Souls PI.
Emily, stop lying. Emily, stop lying.
I told you I had popcorn.
Emily, stop lying. Emily, stop
This
lying.
is true, Robert.
Emily, quit your lying. Emily, quit your lying.
I did show him the pic that you made of him. I should put it out here for everybody to see.
Emily, stop that lying, girl. Gotta stop it.
Sean, you have caused her husband to start singing her this song.
It's a great song, Emily. Obviously, not the only one. I am not the only one who thinks you are a liar.
Rhonda Harris, psychic medium Rhonda Harris, Fredericksburg Paranormal.
Hey, Rhonda.
But guys, I have popcorn for tonight's show for a good reason.
It stinks. It smells like a fart that just won't go away.
Thanks, Leah. Walmart.
Gettysburg. Got that one.
Walmart.
The Gettysburg Wall. I don't know if we got it here yet.
Yes. It's my little ghosty. He wants to put that song in the soul music thing he's making.
We'll do it.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine like a music box that sings Emily?
It probably scare everybody. Starts playing.
Ronnie Riker.
Middletown Paranormal.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I had to give you a message earlier. So Shayla texted me and wanted me to let you know that she specifically ordered your size in this year's Cedar Creek Battle t-shirt. And I said,
Ronnie, if Shayla's not watching with you, tell her I said.
And I said, well,
thank you.
Hopefully it's in black.
I made that specific request. I think we were talking at the cabin. And I was like, will you please make one my size?
So she said she specifically ordered your size, but it's not black. But either way, she specifically ordered your size, so you have to order it.
I'll get it. I'll wear it.
It's gray.
All good. I wear black all the time. People don't know why I wear black. I wear black all the time because when I eat, y'all, I spill shit everywhere. So like...
Women wear black because it's slimming, y'all.
Oh, I don't care what I look like. You know, I'm not one of those people that have to take 50 million pictures.
Michelle Wilfong, Haunted Apartment. Oh my goodness.
Check that on YouTube.
I need to go to the ER.
Uh-oh. D Downs finally made it.
Mama D in the house.
After missing like 3 weeks in a row, she finally made it.
Mama D in the house.
But we're happy Mom made it.
That's right. Well, guys, we got a lot to talk about.
A whole lot.
Yes, Emily, my phone has been ringing nonstop. Hey, what's that girl's sizes again?
Oh yeah, Emily, we are glad that you're actually joining us for your first battle. I am glad about that.
Yes.
Yeah, Ronnie, tell her when you see her tonight that hey, we much appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Shout out Middletown Paranormal, and
That is right.
that's what we talk about when we talk about para unity. We were at a paranormal event talking about Civil War reenactment, and Miss Shayla hooked us up, hooked me up with my shirt.
And she remembered.
Because anywhere else I go and ask for stuff, people are like, I can't get your size. I can't. 2X is the biggest will go. Look, I'm not a 2X brother. You know what I'm saying? I need a bigger shirt.
Yeah. So
hey, appreciate y'all.
What is this?
Thank you.
What is this poof? I don't know.
I think Ronnie and I talked forever about just Civil War history. I don't even know if we talked paranormal that day. I think Ronnie and
sometimes you need a break from it.
I think Ronnie and I sat for like an hour just talking about generals that aren't even mentioned in the history books anymore.
But I'm going to start this show off controversial.
Got a little controversy tonight, y'all.
Okay, and then it's going to lead into a topic.
We might lose some followers after the show.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my hair, Robert. I don't know. I don't care.
What hair?
I don't care.
Oh, you're talking about your hair?
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
This used to have
like
hair
a poof. I don't know. My hair's poofing. Anyway, controversial. I posted.
Mom, you remember my curls I used to have?
Ronnie, I was trying to give her some props. But thank you for reminding her.
Ronnie's got to tell the secrets here.
That's all right. Husbands do that, see?
Good man.
Yes, Ronnie. Emily, let's get controversial.
Ronnie's a good man.
So who in the comments, let me know if you've seen my Facebook post this week where I shared
Zach
the
Bagans?
haunted. No, that was the one that got ordered off of Temu.
Yeah. Yeah. The Temu Zach Bagans.
Yeah, that was
Is
the
it
knockoff.
Bagans or Bagans?
I think it's Bagel.
Bagel. Zach Bagel.
Bagels. I don't know.
People hate that dude. I don't got no issue with him.
Look, he's a genius. He's a marketing genius.
Hey, man.
We all still watch him.
He brought the demons to
He's an
paranormal.
idiot. Yeah, now everything is demonic.
Yeah, because of Bagans, everything
is demonic.
Every location's demonic.
But
hey,
that's not what I wanted to talk about.
Rock on.
Who in the comments saw my post about the haunted Warren House overnight bookings that are now available? Drop them. Let me know if you saw that post.
Well, who's mad about it?
Okay.
Are you mad?
I'm not mad. And I'm going to tell you why.
You're always mad.
No.
I asked the wrong person.
I'm going to tell you why.
You and Emily are always mad.
That's because we're family. That's my cousin.
Emily's always mad.
All right. Emily saw it, and Emily knows where I'm going with this. So, with that being said, I'm going to bring it up for you guys.
I don't think you got enough people in here to get controversial.
It's okay. I didn't see yours, but John shared it with us. Okay, Rhonda, we're going to go there. For those that have not seen it, okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Okay, this is what it is. All right. For the first time in history, overnight bookings are now available at the haunted, quote unquote, haunted Warren House. There's only 100 nights that they're dropping that are guaranteed. All right. They're currently working on opening a new permanent Warren Occult Museum in a new public location where all items would then at that point be relocated to this specific place. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop sharing for a second so that you guys can understand where I am going with this. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that. I tried to scroll so you guys did not see that. Only 100 nights are guaranteed. Here's where the controversy kicks in. I scrolled Facebook the other day and every single paranormal person on my Facebook was complaining about the price all the way down. This is some BS. Everything is BS. That I'm never going to book there because of the price. It's astronomical. They're just trying to turn it into a money pit. And, you know, this is a shame what they're doing to Ed and Lorraine's name. And, you know, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay. Skirt. I'm going to put the brakes on that right now. Okay. And if you go to their website, which is hauntedwarrenhouse.com, the first 100 nights that they posted are sold out, which means that is 1,000 people that disagree with that statement that that price is astronomical.
Those aren't the real paranormal investigators.
Okay. Now, with that being said, the prices are as follows. All right. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make sure that I have my ducks in a row before I tell you this. Okay.
Get your facts straight.
So
the website looks good.
Yeah, their website is phenomenal. They give you some history. Matt Rife did. And for those that don't know, and I could bring you guys up to speed. Okay.
He is funny, by the way.
Comedian Matt Rife and his partner purchased Ed and Lorraine Warren's house. That included the Warren Occult Museum. Okay. Mom said, Sean, wear a flowered shirt or print it all over that will camouflage stains. Oh, that's a good idea. I did watch podcasts all 3 weeks on my friend's phone. The Warrens never wanted it this way. Robert, they might not have. And this is where I'm trying to put a different perspective. Here's the thing. Okay. The Warrens might have wanted to keep everything locked up. And then now here we are in 2025. Warren was doing a lot of their paranormal research. This still was considered a very taboo subject. Paranormal investigating was frowned upon. It was the work of the devil. You know, if you were going out there, you were worshiping Satan.
Still is to a lot of
and
people.
You know, this, that, and the third. Now that it's becoming more out in the open, people are curious about it. They're wanting to go out and explore. They're asking a lot more questions. They're jumping on Publix. They're paying the money to stay at these quote unquote, what we call pay to play places. Okay. So with that being said, here are the prices so you guys know. Mute this.
Oh, I was about to say, what the hell was? I thought a plane was coming.
They're opening it up November 1st, and they're going November 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, all the way through. Okay, and they're all the way sold out.
Good God.
All right, all the way through. For a weekend night, it is $2,299. All right. And what that includes, a lot of people will be like, oh my God, that is insane. Why would I pay $2,299? For a weekday, it is $1,999. All right. So before we get our panties in a bunch, guys, those of us that are investigating Tala, we cannot say the actual name of this asylum due to privacy reasons, but Tala is a over $2,000 investigation for us.
Right.
So we are getting this location from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Do the math here. Okay. That's not even 12 full hours.
9 to 5.
All right. 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
My office hours are
9 to 5. All right. For this investigation for $2,299, you get the entire Ed and Lorraine Warren house for 20 hours. 20 hours. All right. They also fully equip you with every piece of equipment that you could potentially need. Over $25,000 worth of paranormal equipment, including 6 night vision body cams. The only thing that they equip snacks, bedding, toiletries, amenities, everything you need. There's 2 queen beds, or a queen bed and 2 bunk beds or something. It's up to 10 people, and they give you like a list of places where you can order in to maximize your time. Like they'll deliver to Ed and Lorraine's house, the whole 9. They're opening up the Occult Museum. This obviously for, social media purposes has to be supervised because so many people have glorified is the word I'm going to use, glorified the dangers of going into the Warren Occult Museum.
And lied.
Okay. Annabelle's gone missing. All these rumors have gone on. So that is going to be a guided tour from like 9:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. They're going to open the Occult Museum. You're going to be guided by professionals, priests. They're going to bless you when you go in, bless you when you come out. Ronnie, I don't know if they got any DR60s. I'm going to have to find out. But actually, I'm going to go really quick because there is an actual list of equipment over here. on the frequently asked questions list. I need to back up. But with that being said, on top of all of that, the one thing that I noticed when going on this website is the one thing that they do that no other location does is they offer multiple ways to pay. So if you're broke, say so. That's cool. They offer Klarna, Shop Pay. Like you could pay $200 a month and you can go investigate Ed and Lorraine's house. Okay. So, I mean, somebody might not be able to fork out $2,200, but there are like 11 different ways to pay.
That is a one-up on most locations, y'all.
Okay. Most locations require what? 50% down?
I'm not vouching for them, but that is a one-up on a lot of locations. You can build your credit investigating this location.
Seriously.
Now, I'm not speaking on how I feel about it. I'm just saying that is a one-up. I saw that. I was like, damn, you can actually build your credit by booking this location.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
smart move, Matt Rife.
And I'm actually going right now all the way through. Like they are
sold out.
Sold all the way out. I'm trying to go back to their homepage because they have a frequently asked. Well, they did have like a frequently asked questions section that listed off all of their equipment. Okay. Which was crazy to me. But there were a lot of very strict rules and regulations on here that I was reading. Here's where the controversy is coming in. Okay. People are not freaking out about the 2200. They're freaking out because there is a social media clause in there. So if you plan on videotaping or going live or anything like that for social media, and it is more than 30 minutes, they are hiring somebody to review your content. With that being said, then at that point, you start to incur there you go. Look right there. What does that say?
Panasonic DR60 EVP recorder. Ronnie, you hit the nail on the head.
Yep. So they are offering right here over $25,000 worth of equipment, 2 night vision Canon XF405 cameras, 6 night vision body cameras, one of a kind experimental devices, and 50 plus paranormal investigation tools such as Panasonic DR60 EVP recorders, Oviluses, thermal cameras, motion sensor music boxes, K2s, bless you, REM pods, spirit boxes, headphones, laser grids, EDIs, spirit boards, flux meters, magnetic flashlights, dowsing rods, Boo Buddy, spirit chat, and more. How many DR60s we count on this table? There's like a little picture over here. I don't see on this table. Maybe
I don't see any DR60, but that camcorder right there alone is about $2,000.
Okay, so with that being said, they ask that, bless you. So they ask that you put a credit card down just in case of malicious damage or theft.
Oh, so somebody's saying that many places do that now. Where?
Many places do what, like a social media clause or whatever?
Yeah, what places? I'm just curious. I'm not saying you're lying or you're wrong. I'm saying.
Yeah, I haven't ran into any.
I haven't. Yeah, actually, we did run into one place. You're right.
Oh, yeah. Exchange Hotel.
Exchange Hotel. Now, here's my problem. And again, I'm completely doing this podcast tonight with the expectation somebody's going to get mad at me. But the one thing that gained our followers on this podcast is the same thing that some of you may hate us for.
No.
The Exchange Hotel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. The social media clause. The one thing that gained our followers on this podcast is the one reason you may hate us for. The Exchange Hotel. We investigated this Exchange Hotel a year ago. Yep. We got some bomb-ass evidence from the Exchange Hotel. We sent them an email asking them to review our evidence. Never got an email back. Never got a response back. Now, some of you might love whoever the owners are or whoever works that place, and you may comment every excuse in the world why they didn't get back to us. Here's my point with that. There may be a reason, a damn good reason, why they haven't responded to us. At the end of the day, a business is a business. I don't care what your excuse is. If you have a business and I paid my money to investigate, you need to give me a response back within a year, people. There's no excuse for that. Now, I'm not bashing the Exchange Hotel. It's a great location. We, to this day, recommend people still book there. So don't think that I'm out here trying to bash a place. I keep it real with everybody, and that's what we do.
But even if you think our evidence is bullshit, like write back and say your evidence is bullshit. No, you can't post it.
But write back and say, hey, we think this is completely false. Y'all fake that. This is nonsense. Answer us. Don't read the message and completely put it off and ignore us.
Right.
So here's the thing. Even if you switch
I'm going to get to that, Robert.
Or whatever, if whatever happens, at least get back to us. We paid our money just like everybody else to go investigate it. So, yes, but you're right. Adventures with Beth. You're exactly right. There are people in there with social media clauses. So if people are freaking out about a social media clause, I can understand why there is a social media clause, especially somewhere like the Warren Occult. Now, I haven't given my opinion about the Warren's house or occult museum, but I'm just saying.
And I'm getting ready to read the social media clause.
There is a lot of places. There are places, you're right, that have a social media clause. But again, my issue with that happened with that is you need to get back to people. Now, I can understand why they're charging people to do that. I completely understand. I wouldn't want to sit there and review all that stuff. But I'm sure there's a good reason why they have a social media clause at a location like that. How many people have lied about the Warrens in their house?
Yep.
I mean, how many people have made up stories about them and their evidence and what they're going to find there? And how many people are going to lie just to get clicks?
Exactly. Now, with that being said, with their social media clause, they have said no live streams without explicit permission prior, no filming for any network television without explicit permission prior, no sponsored content can be filmed on the property or with the property in the background under any circumstance, and no drones because they have neighbors. Okay. Filming for personal use, social media is absolutely allowed, but please note that all content of any length posted to social media must first be reviewed and approved by our team to ensure factual accuracy and respectful intent towards the home, the museum, and the Warrens. We have had to deal, and this is right on their website, we have had to deal with an absurd amount of fabricated stories such as Annabelle is missing that have forced us to place a review policy on all content to prevent this from happening again, especially if created from within the property. Unfortunately, this is now a mandatory step for us to have in place for all content creators due to such issues. So I'm going to stop there. If you started that rumor, you're an asshole, a whole asshole. If you start any rumor, you're an asshole. Okay. Because it ruins it for people who want to go into the location. Okay. I'm for this. I am all for it.
I'm not against it.
Yes, I do know the Conjuring House had one. I do know that. I didn't know about Old Pittsburgh, but I'm all for it because anybody, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Cushman, I'm all for it because anybody could go in there and just be like, make up all kind of stuff. Real quick,
Dinner with a Ghost, Gettysburg.
September 27th?
September 27th. Gettysburg Academy. And what?
I think they're doing 2 nights, 27 and 28.
2 nights, 27, 28. Get your tickets because they are selling like hotcakes. Make sure we plug them in. Dinner with a Ghost. Check out their website, their Facebook, all their socials.
So then they go on and they even go an extra step and they say anybody that's seeking to create content at the home will also be provided with additional assets to use in their videos, such as a detailed fact sheet in regards to the Warrens, the home, their cases, artifacts, drone footage of the home, B-roll footage of the house, museum, and all the artifacts, and a large quantity of photos and videos of the Warrens that is not and cannot be found on the internet. So right there, they're already being generous. Okay. They're literally opening up the home for overnight guests in an effort to continue building upon their legacy and work in the paranormal field. They're saying their sole purpose is to allow more people to learn from and experience the history, home, and the items themselves, but they want to maintain historical accuracy and respect.
Which I believe all that's nonsense. It's a business.
Okay.
But
So here's where the controversy comes in. So let's say we're booking a Saturday night. Saturday night, $2,299. And we want to post a 1-hour video. Okay. Any video 3 minutes to 30 minutes is an additional $200. Any video that is 30 minutes to 1 hour is an additional $300. 1 hour to 2 hours is an additional $400. And anything from 2 hours to 4 hours is an additional $500. Fees are charged separately via their website once the content is submitted for approval. They're saying that pieces of content that's under 3 minutes, like if you're just doing like a quick reel or something, is not any additional filming fees. The review is then covered like within your overnight rental. But anything that is longer than 3 minutes, they are saying 2 of their team members will be reviewing every piece of content. But they are guaranteeing a 72-hour turnaround time. If their team comes back and requests any changes in the content, if they find any like historic inaccuracies or any disrespectful behavior, at that point, they're going to ask that the content be edited and resubmitted until approved. There's no additional fees for however many times that they have to approve it. So, it goes on from there. But I mean, I'm not hating on them. I'm not. And that might cause some controversy in the paranormal world. But like I said, if you want to book one of these major asylums, whether it's, Brushy Mountain, Tala, any of those, you're upwards in that 2,000 range.
Right.
You're already upwards in that 2,000 range. So, I mean, we'll go pay it for that for 10 people. And not only that, they're providing snacks, all your amenities. We're going to these asylums and having to still book a hotel on top of that.
With no power, no electricity, no heat, no AC, and for less time.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to say how I feel about it yet.
Mom said a Sasquatch tour is $400. I'm sorry. Okay, correction. 26 and 27.
26 and 27.
Since you're on that subject, does the old hospital on College Hill allow live streams and video? We're going there this weekend. Yes. Ronnie.
Yeah, we streamed.
I was live. Let me go back up here though.
And they have Wi-Fi in there.
Yes, they do, but it doesn't work very well in the basement.
Or the fourth floor. Fourth floor, we struggled a little bit. Basement, it was all right. It went slow a couple times on us, but you can stream there.
But I do want to go back up, Sean. I'm going to let you go ahead and address this comment right here because I thought it was a good comment.
Here's a question for you guys from Robert Ebert. And I have wanted to ask this a few times, but how do you feel about having to pay to investigate some places, or do you think it should be more of an area for free? Robert, that's a really good question, and I'm glad you asked it because I've touched on this before. So, I have mixed feelings about it. It's a business at the end of the day. Some people open up locations for the wrong reason. Some people open it up for the right reasons. I think that there's nothing wrong with having a location as a business, and then also it depends on what the location owner's intention is. Some location owners intend to have a historic location to preserve history. For example, some location owners have a historic Civil War, Revolutionary War, presidential house or whatever, and they're bringing people in to investigate, charging them a fee to preserve that location, because a lot of locations, especially here in Lynchburg, they're taking these old historic buildings and either tearing them down or changing them into apartment complexes or warehouses, and they're wiping away the history of the building. So what we're doing with Hill City Paranormal is we're taking some of these locations and trying to preserve the history by opening up investigations and bringing income in so they don't tear the building down or turning it into somebody's house. So that's what certain locations are doing. Other locations around will literally charge people a crap ton of money and never put 1 cent back into the building. The building will go without power, without any upgrade, without any kind of repairs, and the location owner will drive around in a high-end vehicle, live in a huge house, while investigators are forking money into the location, and the location never sees a penny of it, but the location owner will get rich off of it. That I'm against. And those locations that I see doing that, I will not pay 1 cent to go to, nor will I promote or talk about on the podcast. So So that's the truth. That's the
All
truth
that.
of the paranormal world. There are certain locations you'll never hear me mention, and there are certain locations that I will not go back to for that very reason. And that's the cold hard truth about paranormal. It's a yes, it is a huge business. There's a lot of companies that will come and take over the paranormal world because they see a huge business that can be the Ed and Lorraine house, obviously. Um, However, you know, I think that it is as long as you're doing it for the right reasons, then yes, a lot of people that's also the same way with paranormal equipment. There are certain companies out here that I will not mention their name for the very same reason. However, I'm a business owner myself, and I can understand overhead. I understand you have to pay an employee to sit in that place. A lot of people on the outside looking in don't understand the concept of having to pay somebody to sit there and run your shop. They don't understand that materials cost. They don't understand the time it makes the material, the shipping, and everything that goes behind the scenes. So things cost more, especially in today's economy. But I also understand the consumer side of things as well, supply and demand. I understand all that. So there has to be a balance in the market. But I understand greed as well. I was a greedy person at one time myself. So I understand with all that considering, there are certain companies I'll never mention on this podcast, and because my mom always raised me. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it. But I'm also a very outspoken and truthful person. And the one reason why we started this podcast was to speak the truth about a lot of things. So if somebody asks me, I will say the truth. But the paranormal world has a lot of BS in it, and we keep it real in this podcast. And a lot of our listeners come here because they want to hear the truth. So hopefully, I answered your question to give you the true understanding that yes, a lot of these locations we do have to pay to go investigate. That's why, as a paranormal investigator, as a team leader, you have to ask yourself, why are you in this field? What is your reason for doing it? Is this a fun weekend sport, so to speak, that you like to go do just to go out and see what you can catch? Or are you in this for true paranormal research? And that determines where you spend your money. I'm in this field because I'm seeking answers in the truth, but also I love history and I love to preserve history. So a lot of the locations I go to are historic. A lot of them have to do with history. And if I see a location that's struggling and I watch them, I sit back and research them. They're preserving history and they're making upgrades. And I'll go to that location a million times just to put my money into the location. If I see a location that's popular and everybody talks about it and wants to go to it, and they still don't have heat after 5-6 years, they still don't have any roof repairs, and they're still not doing shit with their facility after this many years, but the location owner is still living good. I might visit there one time just because everybody talked about it, and that'll be one time only, and I won't go back. That's just me, though. Can't speak for everybody. Hopefully that was.
And just to kind of wrap it up, guys, like on that subject, because I'm not going to spend our whole podcast on it, but to break it down mathematically, okay, Tala breaks down to approximately $287 per hour. All right. This location, the haunted Warren house, okay, breaks down to $114 an hour. So, I mean, you're getting 8 hours for the same price at an asylum or 20 hours at an infamously haunted, supposedly haunted location. Now, with that being said, here's another piece of controversy. I would have to really honestly like see some hardcore evidence that Ed and Lorraine's house is haunted, because if anybody knows anything historically about Ed and Lorraine, they were very godly people. They were very religious and did everything in their power to keep their home a sanctuary. Do I believe that the objects in the occult museum are potentially haunted? Potentially, which is going to lead us into our next topic that Sean's going to kick off for us. But let me address these really quick. Hold on. Emily said, true paranormal research, the history of the locations and their spirits, and because it's something I'm passionate about. Yeah. I want to be in for the same reason you are, but to help people too. I don't know if that's good or bad. That's good.
It's really not good or bad. Everybody is in it for different reasons. If you're that weekend warrior who is seeking a thrill and you're going out to investigate and you're paying to play.
Oh, that's me.
That's okay. Not everybody's scientific. Not everybody's in this to research or find the truth. Some people just want a good time, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just different. I'm weird. I'll be in here on this computer all night trying to look at my evidence and figure out what made that voice come through the recorder. That's me. Some people will get a REM pod going off and be happier than a pig in shit. And that's okay too.
Are we sending shots?
Sending shots fired, baby. But
some people believe voices across recorders exist.
And that's okay. Whatever reason that you're in it, it's okay. Everybody has their own belief. And that's the beautiful about paranormal. Everybody has, none of us at the end of the day know anything about it at all. We love you too, Ryan. Shout out ASPS team member Ryan Jones.
And
also Cabin on the 360.
And
even better, one of the best paranormal shows that I know of, the freaking awesome paranormal show with the Riff Nation Network, which airs in about 20 minutes right after this one. So hop on over and check them out.
That was my noise effect.
And Dr. Ed Odell's in here somewhere.
Yeah, he is.
And check him out. ASPS team as well.
And Debbie had a good point. Without preservation, you have
Orion effect, all that good stuff. But yeah, and
some people scream at meteorites. You're right, Emily.
And some people, oh God, like to lie. Emily likes to lie.
Your song changed, apparently. I thought it was Emily, Stop Lying.
Emily, stop your lying. Emily, quit your lying.
Mom, we're not talking about Sasquatch tours. Mom is getting mad. I'm just saying I'm looking over her comment. I put her comment up
Where's
there.
Mom's comment about the Sasquatch?
I read it.
Where's it at? We're going to address it. Sasquatch tours are $400.
I literally read that.
Which is better than a lot of locations we go to.
Let me just put this up here one more time. All right.
Emily screams at meteorites.
No, some people scream at meteorites. Alan said when I went there years ago, a priest was staying in their home. And yes, Lorraine tried to keep the home holy. So, I'm not
convinced that the home was haunted.
I'm not convinced that I'm going to go in there. But
how many locations do we go to are really haunted though? I mean,
if I was Ed and Lorraine, I would probably stay in that home because it's a safe space.
I don't know. Nobody knows.
I don't know.
I would have to look and see. I guess the whole point, guys, is that a lot of people are making comments about the price, and a lot of people are commenting that they're mad about stuff. And honestly,
but those are the same people that'll go to an asylum, a penitentiary, and
pay the same price to do the same
this
thing
7 times a year.
Not even half the accommodations that are given to them. To me, it sounds very what's the word I'm looking for?
Ronnie Flippin' Anderson.
We saw it with our two
Bedford Paranormal in the house.
To me,
which Alan is Bedford Paranormal. Sorry.
Yeah, shout out Alan May. I'm sorry, the leader, Bedford Paranormal. But it sounds very hypocritical to me to say that you're mad about a price of one location and not mad about the other.
Yep. And they offer payment plans, guys.
So, that's my opinion on it. I really don't care what people charge at their location. I really don't care. It's all a business to me. And I respect the hustle. I respect the business. If they want to, they can put whatever price they want on it. It's up to you whether you want to pay it or not. If you want to pay
this is true
$2,000 to go investigate it, cool. Tell me about it. Let me know what you find.
Yeah, I can't wait to see content from people that clearly, like I said, they put out 100 dates. All 100 dates are sold out. This is 100 days where 10 people are going to be investigating. I can't wait to see this content. It starts November 1st. I will be on YouTube.
And I cannot be mad that they're charging people to review their content. Again, you got to look at it from a business side. Matt Rife bought the property. He does not want people lying, because nowadays, and you guys are all paranormal investigators, you all see this trend of everything being evil. So demonic, and there's all kind of bad stuff going on. So I can't blame him. He's got to pay somebody to review this stuff. He does not want the integrity of the location being jeopardized.
They are literally going to go in there and claim that, where's she at? This chick right here, they saw her.
Right. That's what people are.
That is what's going to come out.
It's going to happen. And I guess people are pissed because they can't go in there and say
what they want.
They saw the nun wherever she's at.
Right here. Wait,
that's what
right
they
here.
And the reason why she's on here, y'all, is because I met that lady at a Paragon.
Yeah.
So that's why she's up there. It's
Bonnie Aarons.
But, I can't blame them for that. And if you want to be mad about it, guess what? Don't go.
And you know what? He literally says that on his website.
Yeah.
If you do not like these rules, and same with the occult museum and the passageway going to the museum, okay? They're opening that up 9:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. After that, the house is yours. You can do whatever. But if you are caught going in that passageway or trying to get back into the occult museum, you are forfeiting the remainder of your money, and you will be trespassed off the property, because that is considered trespassing, because they are bringing in a team of people to keep you safe.
I just don't understand how the same people can be mad about those prices and be mad about what they're doing and still pay that same price to go to these other lunatic asylums and all these other places. Somebody please explain that to me. I don't understand it.
So
I don't. If somebody can explain that to me, then make it make sense, as the young folks say today.
Make it make sense. Did you just say that?
Make it make sense.
You wouldn't believe the untruths that people have said about the Octagon. Oh, no, I believe it.
I believe you.
We recently, I'm not going to put him under the bus because I don't feel like it's my place, because it's not my location. But recently we have frequented a specific location, and I have investigated it myself more than one time. And the amount of YouTube content that is claiming that there are demonic entities in this location and other creatures, ungodly, worldly creatures in this house is insane to me. We saw a video recently claiming, and Debbie, you'll appreciate this. You can look it up on YouTube. The demonic in 1863. Yeah. That's my new favorite one. And when you watch the video, I want to come through the TV and slap this lady, because nowhere in this, she gets the word demon across Spirit Talker and has literally titled her video, The Demonic Inn at 1863. This is a hotel I frequent. I have stayed there, what, Sean? God, it's got to be over a dozen times.
Over a dozen times.
Over a dozen times. Okay. All different floors, front, back, side to side.
And we've investigated.
And I've investigated this location because we've been asked to. So I'm just, floored by it. But I do want to ask, because I know we are kind of crunch time. I want to ask you guys in the comments. Go over a little bit. Yeah, we may go over a little bit with this one, because our topic will lead us into the fact that there are objects. It sounds like great amenities compared. Yes.
I agree.
And that's where I'm at with it. Sean and I had a conversation recently about the little quirks of locations that we pluck out. Okay. Yes. In Gettysburg, Debbie.
Yeah. Gettysburg.
Yes. Anyway.
That was my response when I first heard it. Gettysburg.
I had to show Sean this video, and he was just like, what? Anyway, amenities are everything. I pluck out something from every location I investigate, whether it's the service we receive upon arrival, like how knowledgeable the tour guide is, the bathrooms being clean, well stocked, things like that. And those stick in my head. They really do. So I mean, this place is literally giving you all your amenities, toiletries, bedding, snacks, and drinks included in your price. Snacks and drinks.
And you can literally go there with no equipment.
No equipment.
And investigate.
With top of the line equipment. It's not bullshit equipment.
With things that are better than what you own.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not giving my opinion either way about the location. I've never been there. I personally don't know Matt Rife. I've seen his comedy. I think the guy's hilarious. But
he's funny ghost hunting too.
Yeah, watching him investigate is funny. But listen, I can't be mad at the guy for setting his prices. He's got an overhead. He's paying the staff. He just bought the place. And again, people are paying outrageous prices to investigate. I've looked at these same facilities that people are paying the same price and don't see any hardcore evidence on any of them. Nobody has shown me something that said that place is haunted. I've seen REM pods going off.
I've seen orbs.
But I've never seen a full body apparition standing there saying, "Hey, I'm George Washington. Hey, I'm this client that stayed here. I'm haunting the place." Never seen any hardcore evidence. I've seen a shadow maybe, or something that somebody caught on camera that could be edited, but I've never seen any hardcore evidence from any of these locations that people are paying $2,000 and $3,000 to go to.
But this is why we keep doing what we're doing, guys, paranormal research, because we do catch out of the corner of our eyes those shadows. We do have those REM pods that make us turn our head. We do have those EVPs that make us kind of question, okay, who are we talking to? And things like that. And that's what makes us come back. Okay. Right. The fact of the matter is, without, and this is just where I'm going to wrap it up with, without a lot of these pay to play locations, we realistically would not have anywhere to investigate.
That's true.
And that's the fact of the matter. Do I think that a lot of these locations, or there should be more free locations, to answer and address Robert's question earlier? Yeah, of course. Of course, I think that, but that's not realistic. Okay. We could go do a bunch of daytime investigations at cemeteries, but there's a lot of people that claim that cemeteries aren't haunted. I can beg to differ. I've been in cemeteries. I've seen it with my own two eyes. But I mean, or we can go and break the law and urbex, as it's called, and go into some of these abandoned places and see what we can get and risk a trespassing charge. And if some of us can't risk that charge because of our career choice, our career path, things like that. I'm old. I don't want I don't want to fall through a second floor.
And I'm not running anymore.
And
if you see me run, you better run too.
I'm not, no, So, I mean, at this point, like, we are at the mercy of a lot of these pay-to-play locations. And Sean said it best. There's overhead, there's staff, there's light bills, there's plumbing, water, sewer, whatever bills they have. So, exactly, Beth. We've had things happen in cemeteries that can't be explained too. Absolutely. A lot of things, actually. So, with that being said, the Warren Occult Museum. Recently, I found a video. I come across a video where a woman said, and I quote, she thinks that objects being haunted is complete and utter bullshit. Those were her exact words. And the reasoning behind her exact words was, she feels like the only reason that objects are or could potentially be deemed haunted is because we as people actually manifest this negative thought and create a haunting in an object. So she goes on and she's specifically addressing the Annabelle doll. She said, Annabelle is nothing but stitching and fluff.
Love.
She then goes and challenges and says, give me the Annabelle doll for a week. I will sleep beside her. I will cuddle her. I will hug her. I will kiss her. And then I will allow the public into my life for 30 days to follow me afterwards. She said it is all about what we put out there into the environment.
I'm up for the challenge.
So I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Do you think that objects, i.e. dolls, I don't know, maybe past loved ones, memorabilia, you know, Ouija boards, you know, whatever. Do you feel that objects can be haunted? Okay.
I'm up for the challenge.
Hello, darling. This is my actual real size Annabelle doll. Okay. She is the same size as the actual Annabelle that's in the case. This one in particular, and for those that have not, or this may be their first podcast, Sean and I do have a case full of, we collect old antique Raggedy Ann dolls. We have determined that several of these hold some kind of energy. Okay. Some of them are very heavy and they really shouldn't be. And some of them give you the heebie-jeebies. They just really do. We have them behind locked glass. This is my overseer. She actually sits on top of the cabinet. We have determined she is not haunted. I thought at one point she moved, but Sean affixed her in a position and she has not moved since. So we have determined she is not. Now, Beth said, I disagree with that, but that's just me. I believe, Michelle said, I believe objects can be haunted. Robert said, I do believe things can be haunted. Hey, Lois.
Hey, Lois.
Beth said, I had a doll that had an attachment and many people saw him smile, wink, and move his arms. So let's see. Emily said, I think it's possible that objects can be haunted. I have a necklace I will not wear. It makes me uncomfortable to wear it. I refuse to wear it. I done talked to you about that necklace now. We had a doll Sean was talking to last weekend. Daryl,
what are you talking about, Daryl?
I reviewed this footage and I have never in my life laughed so hard. Not at Sean.
Daryl's making things up. I won't talk to no doll.
Sean was talking to a doll. And I do recall Sean saying, as he was holding the doll out in front of him, her name was Hannah. As he was holding the doll, he said, this doll just keeps getting heavier and heavier. So I guess, what are some characteristics of a haunted object? Like, what would make you think that an object is haunted? You got used to it. I don't know if I would get used to something winking and smiling at me. Okay, if I see a doll winking and smiling and moving its arms.
Haunted objects. Yes. If a location is haunted, wouldn't that be an object that's haunted?
Well, no, that would be a location. We're talking about an object inside the location. So let's say you take that doll and put it inside the location, and that doll has said attachments. Okay. With that being said, according to, I had to pull in my Google AI, my favorite little Gemini. Okay. According to AI, yes, objects can be considered haunted in folklore and paranormal belief. I want to put emphasis on folklore and paranormal beliefs. When an object is described as haunted, it typically means that it is believed to be inhabited by a spirit or a residual energy from a person or an event. This is different from being cursed, where an object is thought to say bring bad luck or misfortune, although the terms are very often used interchangeably. Okay, so here's what this belief entails. Spirit attachment, which is the most common idea, is that a spirit of a deceased person has become attached to this said object, perhaps due to a strong emotional connection, a traumatic event, or because it was an object of great importance. As Emily mentioned earlier, could be like a piece of jewelry or maybe a keepsake that loved one may have it could have meant a lot to. Then you have your residual energy. Some theories suggest that objects absorb strong emotions or energies from their surroundings or their owner. Okay, so this residual energy might manifest in ways that seem like a haunting, even without an actual distinct spirit. All right. Another form would be a vessel for a spirit. Objects can be seen as conduits or anchors for spirits, allowing them to manifest or interact with the physical world. Famous example of this would be Annabelle, or the cursed artifact like the Dybbuk box. Okay, those are two really good examples of like vessels for spirits. Then you have your psychological association. While it's not supernatural, objects can evoke feelings of unease or fear just due to their appearance, Daryl, history, or association with negative events. This psychological effect can then lead people to believe that that object is haunted. There is a lot of stories of haunted objects. They often involve unexplained phenomena, as Beth was saying, such as objects moving on their own, strange noises, cold spots, feelings of being watched. Whether these experiences are truly supernatural or not, they may have other explanations, but after all, it is just a matter of belief. So that's where I'm going with this. Hey, Eddie and Jen. The vlogs and then some. If you guys don't follow them, their show airs on Sundays.
And their entrance music is great. I heard that Roger and Zap they had coming in there. I was grooving to that.
So Emily said the necklace was bought at the store where the Charlie Lawson Murder Museum. It made her dizzy. It made her sick feeling when I put it on. The crazy thing behind this necklace, guys, Emily, I'm not trying to put your business out there, but let me go down here. It's where the Lawson family was taken to be prepared for burial after Charlie Lawson murdered his family and then unalived himself. For those that did not get an opportunity to watch 28 Days Haunted, this location was actually one of the locations that was featured on that show. Okay. Now, with that being said, the crazy thing about this necklace is Emily and I sat for hours completely doing research on this particular necklace. And the irony behind this one necklace is that necklace is actually a direct symbol of protection. It's a Viking symbol of protection. Okay. But if an object makes you feel sick and dizzy, absolutely, like, get away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely don't want to wear that if it makes you feel that way. Let's see, where are we at? I'm good, Eddie. How are you? Okay, they're kind of chatting. On the other side, Paranormal. Hey, Sean, that's actually me. I created that intro.
Oh, okay. Well, you the man.
Okay.
You are the man, brother. It sounded good.
I had someone curse one of my necklaces and had to have a shaman help me with it.
Oh,
see,
wow.
And you got to be careful with that too, because, not all intentions are good intentions, people. We have to be aware of the energy and the presence and the company that we keep. Not everybody is in your corner. The best quote that I've ever heard in my entire life is not everybody on your boat is rowing. Some of them might be drilling holes. And that resonated in my life. At that moment is when my friend circle went from huge to the size of a pea. Okay. Because I had a lot more that were drilling holes than were rowing and trying to help me get to shore. And Sean is a witness to that. So we need to be very, very aware of the company that we keep. Not everybody has our best interest at heart.
And that's true. That's the spirit world and the real world. And the more spiritual you become, especially ever since I got real heavy into paranormal investigating, you can almost feel people's energy around you, like just by talking to them.
Good for you.
That energy just resonates off people, and like just like when you walk into a house and that heavy feeling, you almost get it off people too, really well. And the more you investigate, and the more spiritual you become in your investigation, you can feel it off of people. That's one reason why you very rarely see me with a lot of people.
And for those that are empaths as well, you will feel that a lot more. Have you ever walked into a room and just it literally feels like you have buzzing in your ears? There's too much going on. It might be exactly where you want to be right then and there. You might have wanted to go out for that night at karaoke and have a couple drinks and let loose and do whatever it is you do, is shake a tail feather, cut a rug, however you want to call it. And then when you get in there, it's like almost an overwhelming buzzing in your ear, and you almost get like an immediate get me out of here feeling. That's your that the more you investigate, like Sean said, the more you dig deeper into the spiritual realm and other dimensions and things like that, you will feel that walking into a room. You will feel it. After Brian passed, I learned who, yes, Lois, you will learn quick if you lose a loved one who's there for you. I am that empath. It is heavy right now. Well, Lois, I definitely am going to send some positive vibes your way that heaviness lifts for sure. I'm an empath and know that feeling all too well, but it's more intense at times. Oh, for sure. Court, your quote sounds like the Father Mike on the Brady Bunch. Lord. Good night, John Boy. Wait, that's not Brady Bunch.
What no, that's that? The Waltons.
The Waltons. I just showed my whole age on this podcast. On the other side podcast, I say all the time, trust your vibes because your body is telling you something. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You are your best piece of equipment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's quoted by Ronnie Anderson.
I knew she was trouble right away, but her dad said, I just didn't want Ava to have friends. Didn't he get shocked? Mother's intuition, man. I'm trying to tell you, that's a whole nother intuition. That's a topic for another day. There's stories of moms single-handedly lifting cars off of their children. Mom strength. I'm trying to tell you. It's crazy. Eclipse season. Yes. If you don't follow our TikTok, you definitely need to check it out. But this blood moon was in Pisces. Okay. And I'm not going to get too deep into that. But this one was not your typical full moon. The corn moon is one for a time of surrender, letting go. And just literally letting yourself go and giving yourself.
And I talked about that on G3 with on the Riff Nation Network a little bit. How the things going on in our solar system has affected our investigations a lot. You know, we've been, and I am going to plug this in here. So we're opening up a location for investigations in October.
Yes, we are.
The historic Sandusky House here in Lynchburg. And I had the most intelligent spirit box session that I've ever had there not too long ago. And it was answering questions like directly. You know, I even asked if you can see me, what color am I? And it popped back at me, African American. And amongst some other choice words, but it said that. I've had family come through the spirit box during that session. It was answering the names of the people who lived in the house, who owned the house directly. And I was even timing it as to how fast it would answer. Some of it was instant. Some of it was 2 to 3 seconds. It was very crazy. In every location that we've investigated, we've investigated very heavy over the last 5 weeks.
Yes, we have.
We've been traveling, and every location we've been to, we've gotten some pretty heavy evidence of paranormal activity. And I'm not talking just a bell going off, or a REM pod, or a whistle.
A lot of personal experience.
A lot of personal experiences, and I've noticed that there's been some wild stuff going on in our solar system. Not sure what effect that has on them in our investigations. However, this has been the most active investigating we've done in a long time.
We're tired.
So if you pay attention to what's going on beyond the clouds, it really does have a huge effect on what we do. A big effect. EVPs are crazy. I just did an investigation with Unique Paranormal 1.5 at the Appomattox jail. If y'all haven't been to that location, you need to contact Daryl Paulette. That investigation was very wild, very crazy. Daryl's in the comments. He'll tell you that all night long, crazy stuff happening. And I'm not talking about just equipment. He's hung a bell somewhere in the house. I don't even know where this bell's at, but a freaking bell rang that while we were all outside of the jail that's in the house. And I thought that was crazy. And I'm not talking about the bell that you get at one of these stores here. I'm talking about like a normal bell that was hung up somewhere in the house. And
it sounded like an old bike bell to me. Like one of those.
Right, like a old like bell.
Ring,
and,
ring.
You know, we didn't even know I didn't even know there was a bell in the house. I never saw the bell. The only reason why we caught it was because I was going back reviewing evidence on a camera that I had in there.
No, it was the live feed.
Live feed. Yeah, we were looking at a live feed when Courtney went live on TikTok. And then, the Doll's House evidence that we got. The Doll's House has been crazy here lately, the last two investigations. So it's been so many things. Robert Ebert has been watching our live investigations. He'll tell you it's been crazy stuff that's been happening on a lot of these investigations that we can't explain. But Robert has a comment. I had one time when I was younger, I tried to open a car door and I couldn't not open it, but other people in the car could open their doors, but not mine. Tell when we stopped, we seen handprints on my door after we stopped on the outside of the door, and only on my door.
Sounds like you had a personal experience there, Robert.
Something did not want you to get out at that time, Robert.
Yeah, intuition, man. Trust it. Trying to tell you. I tell everybody this story. I'll tell it again. I'm not a big seatbelt wearer, but if I ever put my seatbelt on and you're in the car, y'all might want to put your seatbelts on too, because there is a reason why I'm putting my seatbelt on. I felt it. So, Lois, the outer planets have been shifting. Everything is shifting right now. Everything. Today is the 9-9 portal. So today is going to feel extra heavy. Eddie and Jen said it best. Trust your vibes. You guys can go ahead when we get off this podcast. I'm not going to go into the 9-9 portal, but the 9-9 portal is heavy. It is heavy. Right now, we need to just let go. That's the biggest thing. Just letting go.
I think I better let
yeah. Exactly. Right now, you might be really feeling just anxious without any reason, emotionally pulled, tired but wired. Those are a lot of the things that are going on with this eclipse, the 9-9 portal, and everything. I said it to Emily the other day. This has been my quote for the past week. Reveal, unravel, and reset. Okay? Reveal, unravel, reset. I have the bell hanging from the attic string, hanging from the ceiling in the jailer's room upstairs.
Yeah, so there was no reason for that bell to even go off. We were all outside when that bell went off.
And yeah, just when we think we're in the clear, guys, Lois had to remind us on the 21st, we have a partial solar eclipse coming out. So we don't get a break during this time. Okay.
That's time to investigate is this month, y'all.
So we don't get a break. You've got all kinds of astrological phenomena going on. The cosmic vibes are letting us definitely feel that they're here.
Mark
for
and
sure.
Mark said it best. Feel the vibration. Now I'm telling my age.
I was going to say, yeah. Let go and honor the feelings. That's right.
Come on. Feel it.
Go ahead and make a podcast intro to that.
I am. Feel the vibration.
Let me see if I have the bell before we go. I think I sent Daryl a video of the bell. Let's see.
Yeah, that bell going off.
Coming, guys. Did you guys hear it?
The bell sounded like somebody hit it or something.
Yeah. So I sent that.
It shouldn't have rang like that.
I sent that to Daryl, and he said that is the exact sound that bell makes. For your guys' information, Robert was on our live. He said, "I love your TikTok lives." Thank you, Robert, for tuning in and sticking it out. Robert was an OG. He stuck it out for 5 hours. We were live 5 hours. And Robert stuck it out with us. I think you might have taken a break and come back, but he was there. Lois said she wants royalties. But long story short, I sent this video to Daryl because I said, did your front door, like your exit door, have a bell on it? Because that clip, we all stepped outside to take a break after an intense dowsing rod session. And I think you guys were somewhere else in the house on the lower level.
None of us were upstairs when it went off.
No, Daryl said you guys were like in the bottom level jail or in the kitchen or something. And then us three were outside.
But none of us heard the bell.
Nobody heard the bell. I called Sean and Danielle. They didn't hear the bell. Nobody heard the bell. But it was caught on camera, the bell.
And there was a mimic there that night, too.
My house has been active the past couple of days. I live on a Civil War battlegrounds. That's cool.
Ooh.
Welcome back, Ronnie. We missed you.
Ronnie, where did Ronnie go?
I don't know. I didn't see him leave with my own two eyes.
Ronnie won't show up to investigate when we come to their locations.
Emily.
Ronnie, tell Emily to stop lying.
Lord. Well, I didn't hear Emily lie with my own 2 ears.
Yeah, you did. She lies all the time. Talking about somebody screaming.
I didn't hear it.
That's all right, Emily. We'll get Emily in that old school dress.
Look at this nice little picture.
That's why it's not showing up.
Look at this nice little picture. You know what? That's fine.
That's why it's not showing up.
That's fine. I'll download it and I'll email it.
That's why it's not showing up.
And I will compose an email and I will put it up for everybody to see you screaming.
That's why it's not showing up. Because nobody wants to see the lies that you and Emily tell.
Oh, now I lie too. Now, Emily.
You never heard me scream.
Sean, we all heard you scream, dear.
People in the comments who have heard me investigate. Have any of y'all ever heard me scream during the investigation?
Guys, I'm going to show you really quick.
If you've heard me scream during the investigation, put in the comments you've heard me scream.
An exact.
We've got several people in this chat who's.
Here is an exact depiction of Sean under the moonlight.
Several people in the chat who's investigated with me. Put in the comments, have you heard me scream during the investigation?
Let me know. Let me know if that looks like Sean. It says Sean on the shirt. This is where we were. I mean, this looks like you ball headed. There's the meteor. Route 666.
That looks more like my dad than me.
Look.
Yeah,
Ronnie. Oh, man. Band practice just got home. I showed the pic,
I don't see no picture.
I showed the pic. Beth said she knows nothing.
Nobody's heard me scream but Emily. It's mighty funny.
Yes, that's the scream, Leah.
Nobody.
That is the scream. Sean, stop lying.
What is Daryl?
Sean,
Daryl, I didn't scream though, Daryl.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I didn't scream. I jumped. I didn't scream.
Daryl, thank you for co-signing.
No, Daryl, I jumped. I didn't scream. I did jump.
With that being said, guys.
Hold on, that was crazy though. So Appomattox Jail, Daryl and I were standing there. I think we were doing an EVP. Right in the middle of an EVP, I jumped.
Look, even Robert's calling you out. You just leave Courtney all alone when you're with a group of people. You have witnesses. You abandoned me.
Robert, I don't leave Courtney. What happens is...
Every time, Robert. Robert asks.
I like to experiment when we have males and females. The females stay together and the guys go together. It's an experiment. I'm like a scientist with this stuff. I like to...
Robert, he disappears. Screamers sing.
I like to sing.
Yeah, you see, Beth said, she's just saying, jumps usually come with a scream, so she's kind of going with Daryl.
My jump usually comes with an ah. What was that?
That's a scream.
Ah?
Ah. How do most people scream? They don't just go, ah. Nobody does that.
Emily tried to make it sound like a high pitch, like ah.
My chins came out with that.
No, it's like ah. I'll do it with you.
Ah. I don't even care. I don't even care.
I own one of those.
Y'all
got it at Walmart. $3.99.
God bless me with two chins. Okay, we have to leave when Courtney does the Courtney method. No, y'all stand there and witness the Courtney method.
If y'all ever want to learn about the Courtney method, book a night at the Appomattox Historical Jail. It's a great experience. The Appomattox Historical Jail, great location. First of all, I'm gonna put it out there. It's a great price.
Fantastic price. You can't beat it.
I've been there twice now.
$50 a person, y'all.
I plan on going back soon.
5 hours, 6
and
hours?
I've gotten great evidence both times I've gone.
I've got a ghost boyfriend at the jail. You know how like.
And I haven't. The place is not that big.
Oh,
look who's in here,
Chris.
Let's shout out Supernatural Untold Stories, and he's got another thing
on the Signal Network.
Oh yeah, he's a superstar.
Yeah,
Chris
we got a celebrity
Chris
in the
is
house.
a celebrity. He doesn't really like. He kind of looks down on us little guys. You know, he's way up here, but he's a good friend of mine.
Chris, what's the name of your other one? I follow Supernatural. What is it?
Supernatural Untold Stories and something else.
Adventures with some.
No.
With some. Oh God! Oh Lord!
It's not Adventures.
Ronnie said I showed my tatas. Ronnie, this last one was a whole nother situation.
But we got to hype Chris up. So Chris Mendez, number one, he's a hell of an investigator.
And Chris is a friend of ours.
He's a good friend. United for the Unknown.
I was going to say Adventures for the Unknown. I'm glad I did.
I didn't know you didn't roll with that no more.
Oh, my bad. Okay, scratch that. Skirt. All right.
He's a hell of an investigator, great friend, great mentor as well. If y'all noticed that I've been posting a lot of videos lately, he's the one that's been showing me how to do that stuff. He's been teaching me how to do all that. Great brother. I can call him. He gives me a lot of great advice. If y'all aren't following Supernatural Untold Stories, you definitely got to give him a follow. He's producing a lot of great content. Go look him up on the Signal Network.
And he airs on the Signal Network
on the 26th of this month.
The 26th of this month.
A haunted theater he's posting. Also, we'll be investigating together again on
the 27th.
The 27th of this month at the Graffiti House. And I appreciate that, Chris. I think we're going to be investigating a lot here soon. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. We're going to be doing a lot of work with Chris Mendez. Y'all check him out. Hell of an investigator. Got some great content.
Yep. But guys, we're running out of time. We're going to pop on over and check out our friends on the freaking awesome Paranormal Show.
Yeah, we're already running late.
The Clifton 5 Theater and a big project we'll be working on. Yes.
We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with Chris and the Supernatural Untold Stories. We took over Gettysburg one night. We just straight up busted up in Andy Andrews' spot. Andy Andrews is a hell of a guy with Vapor Paranormal. We just straight up busted up in there with a bunch of cameras and microphones interviewing people.
I ran people off in the streets.
Yeah,
I don't care.
So, great
Eddie,
guy.
I literally am like so scatterbrained. I have popped on to your podcast before. I feel like I said hi. But we have been gone every weekend.
We need to get them on our show too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so random, Chris. It was so random.
It's always a great time when we're hanging out with Chris Mendez. Again, if y'all don't follow Supernatural Untold Stories on his socials, go over there and do it. He's got great content on there. Hell of an investigator, good friend of ours. Check him out. And we will see you guys.
Yep. I'm Courtney.
I'm Sean.
And we'll see you next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And we'll see you
on the other side.
Other side.